Yo, what's up, guys? I'm back again with another video. HVK all day. Let's get it, man. All right, y'all saw the title, man. You're probably clicking on this video thinking about what is he talking about, right? But yeah, man, that's what I wanted to talk about, man. Is um, the number one benefit of relapsing on your journey, guys, on retention. The number one benefit is that it makes you not want to relapse. All right, that's literally like the only benefit that I could come up with, man, because there's literally no benefits in doing that, man. It's just it's crazy and it's ironic, right? It's like when you're on your journey, guys, when you are on, SR, and being disciplined and all that good stuff, man. You treat this like a lifestyle. Sometimes you forget about like how good your body feels, or how good your mentality feels, and because you're keeping that energy within you. um you know it's a beautiful path, man. It really is, bro. It's basically you operating at your higher self, man. You becoming the best version of yourself. And what relapsing does is it gives you more motivation to get back on the journey. That's literally like the only thing, man. That's the only benefit of relapsing, is that it gives you motivation to not relapse, right? Because yeah, man, like I said, bro, like when you're retaining, bro, like you probably sometimes you forget about like how you feel like on the day-to-day basis. And it's like when you go back to your old ways, right? You definitely just notice a difference in your vibration. You notice a difference in your mentality, um, in how your body feels. You just feel like I was about to cuss, man. You just feel weak, bro. You just feel like a loser. All right, you just straight up, man. You just feel like a loser, bro. You just feel just, man, like a lesser version of yourself, man. It's literally like your essence. It's literally a part of you, bro. So it doesn't matter if you're clapping cheeks or you're on the hub, man. You're gonna feel like a freaking loser either way. Okay, compared to being on SR and being disciplined and you know like all that, like keeping your masculine energy, bro. There's nothing else like it, man. There's no other feeling than being on this journey, man. um like your spirit just feels different, bro. Like being on SR, guys, is like feeding your soul. Okay. um they say like your soul or your spirit and your flesh, it contradicts itself, or it's like it goes against each other. The more you feed your flesh, the cheap dopamine, the lust, the alcohol, like all that stuff, bro, the more spiritually dead you become. And when you do the opposite, bro, when you're disciplined in your spirit, man, when you're like not giving in to your fleshly ways, you feel good spiritually, man, and you feel good mentally. Like the more pure you become on this journey, the more better you feel like overall. It's like two totally different worlds, guys. Yeah, like I said, being a depleted Coomer versus, being on retention, man, it's like two totally different worlds, bro. It's two totally different frequencies. Okay? And yeah, man, that's the benefit. That's the benefit of relapsing, is that it makes you feel like ish, and it just gives you more motivation to not relapse, bro. But like this journey, guys, is all about introspection. It's all about learning about yourself, just leveling up internally, no matter how long it takes, man. Because it's not like a race, guys. It isn't about who gets on the highest streak the fastest, or who gets the more of this, or the more female attraction, or the more the glow, or all this stuff, bro. Like it isn't a competition. It isn't a race, man. It's literally like a personal journey between you and yourself, transcending, that old version of yourself into a new version of yourself. Like a lot of internal stuff, bro. Like a lot of things that you go through, man, on this journey. You know, you go through ups and downs, you go on long streaks, you go on relapses. Like, it's just a roller coaster, guys. Like, it's crazy. And everybody's journey is different, man. That's the thing that you guys have to keep in mind, is that everybody's journey is different. Like, everybody's self-improvement journey, spiritual journey, SR journey is all different, man, and it's all unique. So don't like compare yourself to other people. Don't think that you're better than other people because you're on a high streak, or don't think less of yourself if you're on like a low streak. Okay, because I've been on both sides, man. Like, I've been, what I mean by that is, like, I've been, like on a super high streak, bro, but I've also been on a super low streak. Okay. Um so I know how it is, bro. Like, how my life feels like being on this journey versus not being on it. It's like when you're not on retention, bro, you just feel like a loser, bro. You just feel lame. You just feel like everything sucks, because it does, bro. It's just like, it just changes you, man. It changes your state of mind. It changes you know, your aura, your vibration, compared to, being on a high streak, being disciplined, um, being pure, like all that stuff, bro. Like, basically, living more righteous out here, man. You feel like you're walking on, like, they call it a narrow path, bro. You're operating at your higher self, man. You're I don't know, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like, sometimes it's very hard to explain. Um, but if you guys know, then you know, right? This journey is just amazing in itself, and that's the benefit of relapsing, guys, is that it makes you don't want to relapse. So sometimes that's a learning experience. Okay, don't like, if you relapse, guys, and if you feel like ish, that's a good thing. You should feel like ish. Okay, because um, that's a good sign, man. It means that, like, you know better. Okay, because there's depleted coomers out here, guys, that be like relapsing and then they feel numb. All right, they don't feel bad and all that stuff, bro. But like, if you feel bad, that's a good sign, man. It means that you're aware. It means that you're conscious. It means that you want better for yourself. You know, um, like I said, you can make mistakes, and that doesn't mean that, like, it's all over. It's just learning experiences, man. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, every year you learn something different about yourself. Okay, like, I've discovered this journey since like 2021 of November, and it's just been like a bunch of like learning experiences, man. Like, it's just like a bunch of things that I've learned about myself along the way. A bunch of ups, a bunch of downs. Like, it's crazy, bro. It really is, man. But the fact that I know about this and the fact that you guys know about this is a blessing in itself, man. Because you already know, like, that is something that is gonna level you up. Okay, that that is something that is gonna level you up, compared to not even knowing about it at all. Like, a lot of us back then, we didn't even know about this journey. We were operating on a low vibration our whole lives, on that relapse cycle, like, thinking nothing of it, just destroying ourselves. And now, God wakes you up, kind of calls you to be on a certain path, which is, keeping your energy to yourself, you know, uh, quitting lust, quitting other things that is holding you back, and becoming the best version of yourself, man. Becoming a higher vibrational, more like godlike version of yourself, a godly version of yourself, because you are basically, that's what you basically become, man. Like, on this journey, bro, you become more of a, yeah, man, just like godly, I guess, more righteous, I guess you could say. But that's what I wanted to talk about, man. That's what I wanted to talk about on this video, is the benefits of relapsing on retention, is that it makes you not want to relapse. All right, because what do you gain, guys? Like, what, seriously, man? Like, what do you gain from doing that, bro? It's just Like I hate the flesh, bro. Like the flesh is just so, it's BS, bro. It really is, man. It's like it's crazy, bro. It's like your mind will tell you to relapse, and then it will make you feel bad for doing what it told you to do, right? Like it just contradicts itself, bro. Like I said, your your physical body, it goes against your soul, and your soul goes against your body, man. So it's like when you're giving into the flesh, bro, it's just low energy. It's just like BS. Uh, it's just like a BS lifestyle, man. Okay, so being on this journey, man, it makes you like when you've been putting in that work, that's when you get the benefits, bro. When you actually work for it. Okay, it isn't about just retaining and not doing anything with this energy, not doing anything with um, this path, bro. It's about actually being conscious. It's actually about being aware. All right. So that's pretty much it, guys. I don't want to drag the video on too long. I just want to talk about that real quick, guys. It's just that, you know, it's tough out here, guys. It's us as men. Because I speak mostly towards the men because that's who I'm trying to help. But you could, if you're a woman watching this, you could still gain stuff out of it, and like, you could be on this journey as well. You could be pure as well. You could be cutting off lust and other bad habits and be more righteous too. So it, just take certain talking points and apply it to your life. But I mostly talk to the men because I'm a man and I already know how it is. I already know how it is in the society. I know how it is. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, it really is, bro. Like, the type of world that we live in is just so much BS, so much distraction, so much, like, it's crazy, bro. It's like, you got to protect your mind out here, man. You got to protect your mind and, your energy, because that's what they're going for. This matrix, that's what they try to get. It's just your attention, your energy, because that's the currency. Okay, that's the real currency. Okay, they want you to be the devil, bro. The devil wants you to be freaking lusting and busting 24/7. It wants you glued to a damn screen. It wants you out here just uh in hookup culture. It wants you out here just getting drunk. Like, it just wants you to destroy yourself, bro. That's what it is, bro. This matrix, this demonic freaking system, it just wants you to destroy yourself. Okay, so like when you're on retention, man, and you're like on your own narrow path, man, you're trying to like live more for God, I guess. You feel better, bro. Like, you're not doing what society is doing, but you feel like so much better. And you're just like, bro, like, everything society tells you to do, it makes you feel worse. Okay, and compared to like actually doing what you need to do, being disciplined, that's when you actually feel better. Okay, that's when you actually see like momentum and growth in your life, is when you stop doing what this society tells you to do. When you actually follow your intuition instead of following this BS matrix, right? So yeah, man, I know. Just want to talk about that real quick, guys. So just know that relapsing is never worth it. But if you do, just know that like the benefits that you'll gain from it is that it'll make you want to get back on it, bro, because you just, yeah, man. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'm out. Peace.